Are you sure you know the whole truth about Alex Trebek? What if I told you that behind his exemplary image there were secrets that no one dared to reveal? Secrets that he probably wanted to take with him to the grave. How did the legendary Jeopardy! Host stay in the spotlight for decades? And why does his passing still raise more questions than answers? In this video, we'll reveal unknown aspects of his life that will make you rethink everything you knew about this man. Are you ready to learn the truth that has remained hidden for so long? Chapter 1: The Early Years and the Road to Fame. Alexander Trebek was born on July 22, 1940, in Sudbury, Canada. His childhood was full of challenges. Growing up in a modest family, he realized from childhood that he would have to work harder than most to achieve success. Alex already in his younger years showed an extraordinary zeal for knowledge and a tendency to versatile development. However, despite his desire to learn, few people in those years could assume that the boy from a small town someday will become the personification of American television. He first enrolled at the University of Ottawa, where he studied philosophy, and then began a career in radio and television. But his path was not an easy one. His first steps in the world of television were accompanied by many difficulties and failures. He took any job to support himself financially and continued to follow his dream. However, it was this period that tempered his character and formed the determination that helped him later become a star. When Alex first found himself on television, his career did not promise the heights he would reach in the future. But what made him keep going despite all the obstacles? Perhaps it was more than just the desire to succeed. Did he have motives that no one knew about? If you are interested in such stories, don't forget to put a like and support our channel. Chapter 2: Appearing on Jeopardy! The Beginning of a Legend. In 1984, Alex Trebek received an offer that changed his life forever. The show Jeopardy! Was looking for a new host, and the producers decided to give the young Canadian a chance. No one could have guessed that this would be the beginning of a new era in television history. Trebek instantly won the love of viewers with his erudition, charm and ability to present material. But what was behind his decision to accept the offer? Perhaps it wasn't all that simple. Do you think Alex could have been successful in another role on television? Or was his fate sealed from the moment he accepted the role as host of Jeopardy! Why did this particular show become so important to him that he remained the face of it for more than 30 years? From the very beginning of his career on Jeopardy! Alex was known for his impeccable training and vast knowledge. But little did he know that before each episode, he immersed himself in Q&A research to stay on top of his game. It wasn't just a job, it was a true calling for him. His professionalism was second to none, but at the same time, he always remained a man with simple human feelings and foibles. However, the longer Alex hosted the show, the more traits that indicated his inner conflicts became apparent in him. He rarely talked about his personal problems, but those who worked closely with him noticed the changes. Perhaps his desire to stay on the screen despite the odds had more to do with something more than just professional ambition. Chapter 3: Behind the Scenes, the personality we didn't know about. Alex Trebek was known to millions of viewers as a friendly, witty, and always collected presenter. But what was behind this exemplary facade? In his personal life, he was a man many described as complicated and reserved. Friends and family recalled that Alex rarely shared his thoughts and feelings. He was the kind of person who preferred to keep everything inside. Behind the scenes, however, he was far from the person viewers knew him to be. Trebek was known for being strict and demanding at work, which sometimes led to conflicts with colleagues. But these character traits allowed him to maintain a high level of quality of the show he hosted. He did not tolerate negligence and always strived for perfection. Perhaps this perfectionism was one of the reasons for his long and successful career. At the same time, his personal life was full of difficulties. Alex's first marriage ended in divorce, which greatly affected his emotional state. For a long time he could not find a balance between work and personal life. But it was this struggle for harmony that became one of the key themes of his life, which he tried to hide from prying eyes. Were there moments when Alex wanted to leave everything and leave the world of television? Perhaps his inner conflicts and the tension in his personal life pushed him to this decision. But he always returned to the screen, as if it was there that he found salvation from his problems. Have you ever wondered what kind of person Alex was off camera? What do you think was really behind his always smiling face? Chapter 4: Fighting the Disease, Courage and Determination. In March 2019, Alex Trebek announced that he had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. The news shocked his fans and colleagues around the world. But instead of retiring and focusing on his health, Alex decided to keep working. He remained the host of Jeopardy! And continued to delight viewers despite the severe symptoms of his illness and grueling treatments. Why did he make this decision? What made him fight to the last despite the obvious hardships? Some believe that for Alex, work was not just a profession, but the meaning of life. It gave him the strength to fight the disease and not give up his position. In his interviews he repeatedly said that he felt the support of the audience and it helped him to hold on. However, did he still have any chance of recovery? Were there moments when he considered giving up? No one knew what thoughts visited him in his most difficult moments when he was alone with his illness. Alex tried not to show his pain and suffering, but they were obvious to those who knew him closely. What do you think drove Alex when he decided to continue working despite his terrible diagnosis? Was it a desire to set an example for others or something more personal? Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of this decision? How would you have acted in his shoes? Chapter 5: The Last Days, Unknown Details. Alex Trebek's death on November 8, 2020 was a huge loss to the world of television. But despite his publicity, his final days remain shrouded in mystery. Very little information has been released about exactly how he spent his final hours. Family and loved ones have tried to keep the details under wraps to preserve his dignity and respect for his memory. But that begs even more questions. Why does his passing seem so sudden, despite the fact that the disease had been developing over a long period of time? Were there any unexpected circumstances that may have hastened his death? Could it be that Alex knew something that he didn't openly talk about? Some theories claim that his death could have been caused not only by physical factors, but also by emotional exhaustion. It is possible that the demanding rhythm of work and the constant battle with illness took the last of the strength from a man who always put the interests of others above his own. Have you ever wondered why so little is known about the last days of Alex Trebek's life? Why his family and loved ones keep so many details private? What really happened in his final moments? Chapter 6: Alex Trebek's Legacy, an Influence That Will Not Fade. After Alex Trebek's death, his legacy lives on. He left a huge mark on television history and in the hearts of millions of people around the world. But how should we remember him? Was he just an outstanding host or a man who changed the face of television forever? Jeopardy! Continues to air, but without Alex, it is no longer the show that millions knew and loved. However, his legacy is much deeper than just being part of a television program. Alex Trebek has become a symbol of intelligence, erudition, and humanity. His influence has spread far beyond television. His work has inspired many people to strive for knowledge, and his battle with illness has become an example of courage and resilience for many. He showed that even in the most difficult situations, you can stay true to your principles and keep doing what you love. What do you think of Alex Trebek's legacy? How would you like him to be remembered years from now? Share your opinion in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the lives and legacies of other notable individuals, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new videos. Conclusion: Alex Trebek's life is a story of how a person can overcome any challenge and achieve greatness despite all obstacles. His journey was full of successes and challenges, and his death has left many questions that we may never get answers to. But his example will inspire people for many years to come. In this video, we have tried to uncover some of the secrets that Alex Trebek may have left behind. But are there still questions that no one knows the answer to? What else lies behind the veil of this story? Perhaps one day all the secrets will be revealed, or perhaps they will remain unsolved. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to not miss new stories full of mystery and intrigue.